Okay, hi, today I'm going to show Ellis how to sprout seeds and how we're going to eat them for dinner tonight. So what we're going to look at is these are chickpeas, literally chickpeas that I've bought. Now I always buy specifically seeds for sprouting because it's slightly different, but if you put your hands in they don't feel slimy at all, do they?
No.
Go on. Does that feel alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, so not slimy. Not slimy at all. So what I do to make sure they stay not slimy, this could all end quite badly, is I'm going to rinse them. Okay, so they've puffed up nicely in the soaking, and then I am going to rinse them off in here. Normally I do it over the sink, over some running water, but you really don't have to be exact on it. And you can see some of the husk is coming off, but by soaking them, we've kind of woken them up. Do you know what I mean? So when they're all nice and dry, they don't need waking up at all. They can stay in the cupboard for as long as they want to. Look, spilling water everywhere. And when we do that, we give them a nice soak. Do they smell?
A little bit.
Mm.
And they smell nice.
They smell nice, that's good. But they don't smell as if they're going a bit mouldy or anything. They don't smell mouldy then, do they?
No.
Good. Right, so what I want you to do, Els, you've got this. Take. Okay.
Why don't you use soil in it as well?
That's a very good question. So that is a very good question, Els. That's the difference between microgreens and sprouting seeds. So we don't need these to take more than like 5 days. So I think that's about 4 days into the germination process. So we're not actually going to eat any leaves, we're just going to eat the seed and the sprout. So if they're in soil, we'd have to wash them again. Okay, so I want you to line your little Tupperware, a little plastic. Yeah, pop it so it looks a bit like that one. So you've got some hanging over. Okay, well done. Okay, that's good, that looks really good. Okay, and then shove those in nice and evenly. So even if they were the smaller ones, the biggest risk you've got is that you sort of overfill it. Well, that's good. Looks good. And then because we've got a little bit of moisture there, the material is a little bit wet. Now I'm going to do this bit because I've got fear that you're going to spill it all down you. Normally you do it over the sink, but it's okay. So all I'm going to do is just make sure that the paper towel is damp at all times. And can you see? This is where the sprout's going to come from. Look, you see the little bit that's like a little nose?
Yeah.
That's where the sprout's going to come from. So it's just about waking up the seed. So then what we need to do is find somewhere in the house that's nice and warm, but that we won't forget about it, and that we'll remember to come back and keep making sure it's damp. So we don't want it to dry out at all, okay? Okay, cool. So I'll put this to one side. So if we wanted to start some, so that's going to take between 5 and 10 days before we're ready to eat those. If we wanted to start some new ones, do you want to get a handful of mixed seeds? And pop them in there. In the glass. So you don't even need a lid on it, it could just be whatever glass you want. And it's just attaching them to your wet hands. That's okay. Do you think that's enough or do you want some more? Yeah, put some more in. So we can put as many in as we like. And share some with the floor. But that's okay, isn't it? So we'll come back to these later on this evening before bedtime and we'll rinse them and we can put them in the same thing that we've put the chickpeas in if you like. Okay? Okay, so as I say, you don't need to do anything more than just that. Some of them are floating because maybe the husk is a little bit more. And some people like to not even put them into soak overnight or for a few hours. So they're not going to know if it's 8 or 10 hours. They don't really, we're not going to use that egg timer thing again, because that keeps going off all the time. Okay, so we just leave those to soak like that. Let's get this out of the way, shall we? So you're quite confident that you're going to eat them?
No.
So, have you learnt in school yet about bacteria and bugs?
A little bit. Okay.
So, if you keep something... Okay, it's alright, don't worry about it. Pop it in there. If you've got got something that's damp and warm, it's an ideal breeding ground for all the bugs because they like it, because everyone likes to be warm, don't they?
Yes.
So, a lot of people fear sprouting seeds at home because they think they're going to get bugs and germs. Now, can we have a close-up? We've let this one go a bit minging. Okay, so we're not growing roots because we're not getting soil. So you can see here, they've gone like a little bit dusty and a little bit blurred. So personally, I'm not confident that they're not a little bit mouldy. So with these ones, I'm not going to eat them. But you've got complete control over that, you know, because like we're testing it. So it's not like we're buying it from a shop and we're just going to make the decision to eat whatever's in the bag because we've paid £1 for it. Okay, so when you think about your bean sprouts that you buy in the shop, they're in that plastic bag for however long they are before you eat them. Whereas these, we're only going to make as money as we want to eat. We have to worry about storage. So, like I say, this one's about 4 days later. Can you see them?
Yes.
What do you think of those ones? Have a feel.
They're okay.
They're okay. Well, there's not much to have an opinion on. So I'll put those back. They might be a bit more edible in a couple of days' time. So I'm going to keep keeping them down and keep them somewhere nice and warm. And then, so those are alfalfa, which are ideal if you want to do microgreens. We can try that in a bit. Maybe in a few weeks' time we'll try some microgreens, which is in soil. The red cabbage, we'll discard those, put those ones in the bin, or push them out the way. Yeah. And let's look at, so careful that doesn't fall off the edge. Stop. So then we're going to look at these fenugreek that we sprouted a couple of days ago, and we keep them in a nice airtight container, ready to add to dinner tonight. And I think tonight we're just going to have some pasta. So we could add them 2 minutes before the end of the cooking process to the tomato sauce with the mushrooms. Okay, so this is what fenugreek looks like. Get a smell of that. What do you think? That's better, isn't it? So these are like fresher, it's released a lot more of the nutrients, and also it's making it a lot easier for us to eat. So if I wanted to, I could just come to the fridge and eat them raw, and they've got a lovely curry taste, which is gentle enough in a sprouted form for, how old are you now?
7.
7.
Oh, this year I'm going to be 8.
You're going to be 8 soon. So for a 7 going to be 8 soon, you'll still eat these, won't you?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Well, if we're cooking with them, we'll eat them, won't we? Might do. Might not do. But basically it's full of nutrition and full of good energy, and I think, should we try them again and again and again every time we come round?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. So thank you for watching, and if you'd like more ideas, please have a look at thereallysmallholder.com. You might never see Alice again. But yeah, thank you for watching. Okay.